update on Tisalapera and what exactly happened to him yesterday?
He's fine. He just got hit on the head, but he's fine. He's feeling very good. He's okay.
Obviously, Dhananjay has joined the squad. Can you tell us, given the way Kusal played the last game, how big a loss it is, and what are Dhananjay's chances of featuring in tomorrow's game?
Yeah, it's very unfortunate to lose. Kusal, he batted extremely well. Given the fact that he was, we brought him as the third opener, but he can bat in the middle as well. So he's always that player who can bat anywhere in the batting lineup. So that gives us a lot of options. And yeah, unfortunate that he's gone back. But Dhananjay Silva is also a very good player, and we had to bring him to the squad because we are left with only 7 batters at the moment. We haven't still had a good look at the wicket. We'll probably decide later on, or if not tomorrow early morning, to give ourselves a chance to just see what the wicket looks like tomorrow as well, and then make a call. He has a good chance of playing, but we still haven't decided.
A lot of the other teams in this tournament have spent the last couple of years playing a very similar style of one-day cricket. It feels like your team is still in development a little bit, and yet here you are on the verge, perhaps, of a semi-final of the Champions Trophy. Are you a little bit ahead of where you thought the team might be at this point?
Well, look, we were just concentrating how we can get better and better each day. And, every single game is an opportunity and an experience to learn. And I think, yes, we've got a young set of players who are still coming through the ranks and who are still unfamiliar with the international, level. But, the skill is obviously there. We know what we can do. We showed the other day. We're not, we're not trying to get too far ahead. We just want to take one game at a time. We're not thinking about the semi-final as of now. We're just taking, Pakistan is on tomorrow. We've got to play really good cricket to beat them. And we all know that they're a very dangerous team. And, they can, play really good cricket on the day as well and beat any team. So we are not, there's no room for complacency in this kind of, tournament. We have to be on top to, beat them.
Angelo, pardon me. Over the last 3 years, your ODI batting average has moved up to 50. Do you know what the difference has been in your game? What's clicked for you over the last 2 or 3 years that's taken you to another level as an ODI batsman?
Well, I think even though I'm the captain of the team, I've always tried to contribute as a batter and a bowler, and on the field, because I'm another player when I get onto the field. So my contribution is also very important to the team. So I try my very best to try and concentrate on what I have to do rather than thinking about the captaincy and too many other things happening. So I've always focused on what I have to do at the job at hand. And yes, I've worked extremely hard, just like the others. It's just that I think through my experience, I'm learning the game a bit more now. And yes, I'm slowly understanding the game a little bit. Better than what I used to. And yes, I'm learning every day.
You have such a influential personality, and we always admire you as a player, as a captain. But after Sangha and Mahela, what were the 2-3 contributing factors which you kept in your mind and coached to groom your young side?
Yeah, as I always say, it's very easy to captain a side when you have Sangakkara, Mahelas, Lasith Malingas, all these guys, and the challenge began really after they retired. Lasith is obviously still with us, but Sangha and Mahela, when they retired, it created a lot of vacuum in the team, and we had to sort of pursue with the younger players then and give them confidence. It's not easy when you lose a few games here and there. It's never easy. The pressure is on, and it's just that you got to try and deal with the pressures and try and stick with them, give them a lot of confidence. And yes, we know the talent that we have in the dressing room. It's just that we need to try and stay positive with them and give them a lot of opportunities and give them a longer run. Being consistent with them will obviously, we will see more results in the future.
The game tomorrow is virtually a quarter-final, so how are you looking forward to it, especially after the way you played against India, and how do you rate Pakistan as an opponent?
Yeah, I think the the two games between South Africa, India, and us and Pakistan are virtually quarterfinals. We just got to, treat this as just another game, because we know that the pressure is on, obviously, and both teams will feel the pressure. Sorry. So we've got to, as we came into the Indian game, we knew that there were no expectations. As I said at the post-match press conference, that the pressure was not really on us, and that's how we want to look at this game as well. Yes, there will be expectations now, but we just want to treat this just as a game and try and focus on what we have to do and what we can do.
The last two chases you had one where you tried to break it quite early on and went as hard as you could, and then the next chase you pulled it back. Was that a conscious effort, or just two different games, or were you really trying to change the way that you went about the chase?
It was probably similar games. We just had to, after the good starts that we had in the last two games, we just had to we just needed someone to bat through the innings, but still at the same time we needed the rate to be under 8, because the sooner the rate goes up 8.5 and 9, it's starting to become difficult for the batters, and they need to go for their shots. So that was a conscious effort to keep the rate down below 7.5, so that it's always the reaching. There's always you can reach it all the time, and it was we just needed someone to try and anchor the innings, which I had to do in the second, and I thought all the others batted brilliantly. I thought Danushka and Kusal gave us that platform so that the middle order players could go out there and express themselves. Asela's cameo and Kusal's innings was a really game changer.
Danushka looked very confident, and it didn't look as if he had to adjust to conditions and things. How important, Angelo, was having him right from the start with the team in case something happened to someone?
Yeah, I think the credit should go to SLC on that, because they themselves told that it's better off to take 17, train with the squad, and acclimatize just in case if something happens, an injury occurs or something, and that really paid off, because he just had to walk in the day before the game. He just knew that he was going to play, and he just had to walk in, and because he was very familiar with the conditions, so the credit should go to SLC for thinking on those lines, and yeah, it really paid off.
Any more questions in English? Angelo, තිසරගේ ඉන්ජරි එක කොහොමද? ඒකයි ධනංජය ඩිසිල්වා ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නවා. ඒක එයා කොහොමද ටීම් එකට ඇතුළට එන්නේ? පොඩ්ඩක් සිංහලෙන්.
තිසරගේ ඉන්ජරි එක ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. ඌ ඉතාමත් හොඳට ඉන්නවා. ඉතින් ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. ඊයේ ડોක්ටර්ස්ලා ෆිසියෝස්ලා බලලා කිව්ව ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ කියලා එයාට ක්‍රීඩා කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ වගේම මේ ධනංජය ඩිසිල්වා ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නවා. ඔහු පුහුණුවීම් කටයුතු වලටත් දැන් ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නවා. ඒ වගේම මේ ඔහු ගහනවද නැද්ද කියන එක අපි තාම ඩිසයිඩ් කරලා නැහැ. මේ තනතිල්ල බලලා හෙට උදේත් බලලා තමයි අපි ඩිසයිඩ් කරන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ අපේ කණ්ඩායමේ සංයුතිය. ඉතින් ඔහුටත් හොඳ අවස්ථාවක් තියෙනවා සෙල්ලම් කරන්න.